जी जी।
Okay, function modules. These are made in SE37 and these are created between function and end function keywords. And these are provoked or triggered using call function. So between function and function, you create that block, and that block is triggered by the call function keyword. And it is created in function type pool program through SE37, and then it can be invoked within a program in SE38. Functions cannot be maintained in other types of programs, and it cannot be maintained in executable type of programs. So first we have to locate the module and create a function type program. So first we actually create a function group, and in that group we actually make this function module reside. So multiple modules can reside in a function group. So once we'll create a function with this t name, sorry, with this name, or it can be any name actually. So once that is created, okay, we'll create that, and function group will be created, and function group will actually reside or make a repository or house this function group, okay, and in SE37 then we'll create a function module. So a group function group has multiple function modules. In that module, of course, we have settings for importing data from the SE38 program, and then function module will execute it and export it back to the main program, that is SE38. Function modules are basically blocks, processing blocks that are kept separately global and can be used by multiple programs and are reusable blocks. And we have patterns, the source code, the parameters as well. So it is all along with the tables in a function module. So all in all, we have a program size, the lines of code, the manual work gets reduced. That is the beauty of a function module. So in attributes, we will go with these settings, and we actually explain what function module is going to accomplish. There are three types: normal, remote, enabled, and update module. Update will actually update data in the database. Remote enabled can be called from external programs. It is the remote function call. Update module is for updating in databases. So in function modules, in the import, basically pulls parameters that have to be imported can be listed here, like the parameter IM_MATNA, which is IM stands for import, and MATNA is, of course, material number. Type is type, which means it will be a data type that we are going to introduce in a function module. And associated type, now this field, associated type. Type is data type. We will explain what the feature of this parameter will carry as in features, and associated type will be like the MATNA data element. And what will be the default value to we want the users to see on the screen will be the default value. In a export tab, again, the replication of all these will be available in export, because whatever you're importing, you'll export that as well back to the program. So a function module basically cannot innovate on its own, but it is a separate set of program which is global. So it will export the same what it is importing, and it will export back to the program. The parameters x_mactex, which is ex, export stands for export, and mactex is description. So you are importing number to produce back material description. Type is again type, associated type is the same, description. By default, parameters passed by reference So it will actually reference back to material number to produce description. If passed by value, select checkbox in imports. In imports, we have these checkboxes, passed by value, this one. So parameters are mandatory. If these are to be made optional, optional checkbox are checked. These are optional checkbox. These are in import. Whatever is imported is purely imported by function module. Export tabs exports back to the program. In some scenarios, either program will give values of function modules. For values to be given from both program and function, changing tab helps here. The changing tab, this one. So in some scenarios, we give values of function modules for values to be given from both programs. Okay, values from SE38 and function. Then changing tab actually helps here. Okay, so this is a procedure that we are discussing today. So in source code, what we'll have, we can write our own code over here, which will be a part of the function module. Select single mactex from MAKT into export mactex, where matna is equal to import matna. So within functional module, what is happening? The import matner will actually influence to bring description from MAKT into export mactex. Okay. Users will never execute the function module. They are always invoked and called in programs. So user is indirectly involved, not directly. In SE38, we'll call the function program. Data, vmactex, type mactex, parameters, pmacta, and then pattern. It is in the menu, call function. We give the name of that function module. And that function module will be invoked through call function, and that function module will be invoked over here. Exporting IAMMATNER will pull from parameters pmatner and import back import from xmactex, and that will be exporting back into vmactex, and we will write vmactex. That's it. That's how a function module is done, as easy as it is. So in function module, we have select single mactex, and that we've already discussed. Okay. Rest, of course, we keep on changing our function module, function calls. Okay. And these are some of the parameters that will be changing, and we will actually add on subroutines as well. Okay. Subroutines, we'll discuss this in the next. We'll accomplish this one, and we'll discuss function module.